The isekai genre has exploded in popularity in recent years, and 2022 was no exception. But which of the lot is the best on our list? So before you get bored and jump into another world, let's get right into it. First off on our number 10 spot is a new season of a popular anime, Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2. The first season of this show was already a big hit, and the second season was welcomed by fans. Shield Hero's protagonist Naofumi may be overpowered, but is not well liked by his peers in the universe. Him and several others got sent to a fantasy world only for Naofumi to get stuck with the weakest power. Not only that, but his reputation is also quickly dragged through the mud, so he has a long way to go if he wants to prove his worth. Fortunately for Naofumi, he's able to use his less-than-great shield abilities to get stronger while along the way meeting a bunch of different people, such as fan-favorite character Raphtalia. Naofumi can be a little edgy sometimes, and while it's not for everyone, we certainly can appreciate an edgy hero when it's done well. So if that's something you like, you should give Shield Hero a shot if you haven't already. Next up is yet another new season. That's right, number 9 is The Devil is a Part-Timer Season 2. The first season of this anime came out way back in 2013, but it was a pleasant surprise to have this one come back. Since it's been so long, here's a quick refresher on the plot. It's the story of Satan Jacob, a demon who is forced to flee from his home dimension and ends up in modern-day Japan, working at a fast food restaurant. The only problem is, the hero who defeated him in his old world has come to the human world too, and he can't run from his past forever. So yeah, this isn't exactly a traditional isekai, it's a reverse isekai with plenty of hilarious moments. It was a fun show back in 2013, and having it come back was unexpected, but we're glad for it. Putting an all-powerful demon in such a mundane setting leads to plenty of amusing situations. But enough about new seasons, our number 8 spot belongs to a brand new anime. I'm the villainess, so I'm taming the final boss. It's an anime from the otome game isekai subgenre. Taming the Final Boss is the story of Eileen d'Autriche, a noble woman who suddenly gains memories of her past life and realizes that Eileen is a fictional video game character. And not only that, but her character is always destined to die. Wanting to change her fate, Eileen sets out to find the game's main villain and romance him. Eileen may seem like an ordinary woman at first, but she's actually got quite the cunning mind. She uses her intelligence and knowledge of the game's plot to manipulate events in her favor. Plus, being involved with a demon lord does make Eileen quite the well-connected woman. If you're a fan of shoujo anime, this show might be right up your alley. Eileen is a very intelligent protagonist, and watching her journey with the demon lord Claude is very fun. Next up is number 7 with Parallel World Pharmacy. Now, the main character of the show isn't exactly a warrior like some of the characters later down on the list, but we think the adventures of Pharma are still very entertaining to watch. Parallel World Pharmacy is the story of a brilliant doctor who's reincarnated into a fantasy world as a young boy named Pharma in an aristocratic family. Here, he uses his knowledge of modern-day medicine combined with this new world's magic to make the world a better place. It's honestly a pretty wholesome story. The main character Pharma is also pretty cool. He may not be as flashy as some of the characters we have later on the list, but his intelligence and compassion make him a good character. Plus, we always love the concept of using modern knowledge to make a fantasy world into a better place. Parallel World Pharmacy is definitely a feel-good story that you might want to check out. 6th place on our list goes to how a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom part 2. Like with Pharma before him, the main character of this anime isn't much of a fighter either. Fortunately, Kazuya here has a whole bunch of battle-ready women to defend him. For those of you who aren't familiar, Realist Hero is about Kazuya Soma. He's an intelligent young man from modern-day Japan summoned to a struggling kingdom in a fantasy world. Using his keen mind, Kazuya is able to help get the kingdom back on its feet. He isn't just smart though, he's also very popular with the ladies. In the first episode of Season 1, he's been given the position of king and has been engaged to a princess. That's the sort of thing most isekai protagonists have to wait for a series finale for. But Kazuya gets the status of a king right out of the gate, and he's able to prove his worth quite well. And now that he's Season 2's hero, we get to watch Kazuya journey on even further. So even if Kazuya's not a great fighter or a mage like some of the guys later on, his brilliant mind and political power as king make him someone to be taken very seriously. Not to mention, his ever-growing list of love interests are all powerful in their own right and massively loyal to him. Next on our list is number 5, Black Summoner. Black Summoner's protagonist Kelvin is the first truly overpowered fighter we've got on this list. The premise of Black Summoner is that our hero reincarnates into an RPG-like fantasy world. Only in order to become more powerful, he willingly sacrifices parts of his memory in order to gain the powerful class of Summoner. Not only that, but when the reincarnation goddess Melfina offers him his choice of companion, Kelvin pulls a Kazuma and chooses Melfina herself to accompany him. However, Melfina can't manifest physically until Kelvin gets enough mana points. So yeah, right from the start, our main character here is already set up pretty well. He's a member of a powerful class and can summon up a variety of monsters to help him out. And not only that, but a literal goddess is there to talk to him. And that's not even getting into the other companions he meets. Overall, Black Summoner is definitely the type of show that's fun to watch if you want to see an overpowered guy wrecking a bunch of people with the help of a fun supporting cast. Just shy of the top 3 is our number 4 pick, Arifureta Season 2. Yes, Hajime and his companions came back in 2022 for a brand new season. Fans of Arifureta may already know what they're in for, but if you're less than familiar, we'd love to fill you in on what you missed. The story of Arifureta follows Hajime Nagumo, who was reincarnated into another world along with the rest of his high school class. However, his classmates didn't respect him since they saw him as the weakest out of their group. He already wasn't popular before getting sent to the other world, so when his partner has a chance, they abandon him. Big mistake. After this, we follow Hajime on his journey to prove his old classmates wrong and become the world's strongest. Not only is Hajime powerful on his own, but he has a very powerful group of women accompanying him, such as the vampire Yue or Tio, who has the power to transform into a dragon. If you haven't seen the new season or watched Arifureta at all, we recommend it. Taking a break from new seasons, we have a brand new anime at number 3, Skeleton Knight in Another World. Despite the terrifying skeletal appearance of our hero, this anime's main character is probably one of the nicest guys on this list. If you missed it, Skeleton Knight in Another World is the story of a gamer who one day wakes up in his favorite video game in the body of his character, a powerful holy knight named Ark. The only problem is, Ark is also a living skeleton, so obviously people are immediately going to trust him. Already right out of the gate, Ark is a very powerful character. Before being sent into the game, he'd been playing as this character for a long time, which made him a very strong paladin. Of course, at first, Ark does need to adjust to his new world, but he's able to do so and prove himself to be a strong warrior despite his abnormal appearance. Ark's heroic journey is definitely a fun one, so Skeleton Knight is a show we'd recommend. Ark's a powerful character, but his genuine heroism is what makes him truly great. Speaking of spooky, scary skeletons, our number 2 anime is also about one. That's right, it's Overlord Season 4. Yep, Ainz is back for a 4th season, which makes this the longest running out of the sequel shows we've got featured here. Our main character Ainz is probably the most iconic character on the list, and fans of Overlord certainly know why. Not only is he an awesome protagonist to follow, but he's also got a role in the comedy crossover series Isekai Quartet. If you're not caught up, Overlord is the story of a regular Japanese salaryman named Momonga, whose favorite online video game shuts down. But on the day it shuts down, he suddenly finds himself in the body of his in-game character Ainz. Now as Ainz, he decides to make the world better, by force. The show is called Overlord after all. Ainz can be very brutal if he wants to be. Ainz has a lot of power and is incredibly intelligent, making him very dangerous and quite the fun protagonist to follow on his journey. And last but not least, here's our number 1 spot. All these shows were great, but our number 1 pick is The Eminence in Shadow. Part of what makes The Eminence in Shadow a fun series lies in the main character Sid Kageno. More specifically, how he's kind of insane. See, Sid's kind of a chinibo, a Japanese character archetype of a young person who's way too into playing pretend. In his previous life, Sid's fantasies of playing a shadowy hero manifested as him beating up criminals. But now that he's in another world, he can live out his fantasies. Of course, he's still as overdramatic now as he was in his old life. Now he just has the power to back up his claims. But Sid's still a bit of a weirdo sometimes. He puts in a lot of effort into trying to look and sound cool, only to actually do cool stuff by accident. In fact, he doesn't realize that his main villains, the Cult of Diabolos, are real at first. He just thinks they're another part of his game of hero. And that's not to say Sid isn't cool at all. He's got plenty of awesome moments. Plus, he can literally summon magic nukes. So yeah, we think all this makes The Eminence in Shadow the top isekai of 2022. Now, over to you, dear watcher. Are there any isekai anime we missed? And which of these anime was your favorite?